Yes, you. I know what you have been carrying, the silent wounds, the memories you never spoke aloud, the nights you ask, why was love so hard for me? Listen closely, because this is not random, this is not coincidence. This is God speaking directly to your soul right now. You have survived battles people never saw. But there is one wound still bleeding inside you. And until you understand this truth about your mother, you will keep trying to heal in the wrong places. You thought success would fix it. You thought distance would fix it. You thought time would fix it. But something deeper is calling you. Something spiritual. Something sacred. You are not forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. But there is a truth you must face before your healing can begin. And what I am about to tell you will change how you see love forever. Listen to me, my chosen one. I see how tired you are. I see how long you have been fighting in silence. You have asked me, God, why is this so hard for me? Why does my life feel heavier than everyone else's? And I am telling you now, your struggle is not punishment. I did not allow this pain because I was angry with you. I allowed it because I was preparing you for something greater than your current life can hold. You thought the battles were meant to break you, but I was building spiritual strength inside your spirit. You did not realize it, but every tear you cried was strengthening your endurance. Every betrayal you survived was teaching you wisdom the world cannot teach in classrooms. Every lonely night you spent questioning your value was me shaping your identity away from voices that would have polluted your destiny. You have been wondering why your path has been harder. Why doors closed even when you prayed with pure intention? Why people you loved became strangers? Why opportunities slipped from your hands at the last moment? Hear me clearly, I was not rejecting you. I was redirecting you. Because I see your future in a way you cannot yet see. There are places you were trying to enter that would have broken your spirit. There were people you were trying to impress who were never meant to stand beside your calling. There were versions of yourself that had to die before the real you could rise. You are not late. You are being refined. Gold does not become valuable without fire. Strong warriors are not born in comfort. They are forged in survival. And I needed to make you strong enough to carry what I am about to place in your hands. Yes, your struggle had a purpose, not to destroy you, but to remove weakness that would have destroyed your destiny later. I know you feel tired sometimes. I know there are days you want to give up and disappear quietly. But I have been walking beside you in ways you cannot see. When you thought you were standing alone, I was holding the unseen pieces of your life together. Your destiny is not built on comfort. It is built on survival, faith, and divine assignment. What I am preparing for you will shock the people who underestimated you. They will not understand how you survived what you survived, but you will know. You will remember that I was always working in the background of your pain. So do not stop walking. Do not quit in the middle of your preparation season, because what you call struggle, I call destiny training. And very soon, you will thank me for every battle you survived alone. Listen carefully. My chosen one, because this truth will heal wounds you have hidden deep inside your heart. The rejection you felt was never the end of your story. It was my hand protecting what I placed inside of you. I know you remember the moment it hurt the most. The moment someone you trusted walked away without explanation. The moment you were not chosen, not invited, not valued. The moment you watched others move forward while you stayed behind wondering if something was wrong with you. But I want you to hear my voice clearly right now. Nothing was wrong with you. You were too valuable for the places you were trying to fit into. I watched how you tried to be understood, how you changed pieces of yourself just to be accepted, how you lowered your voice, how you stayed quiet when you wanted to speak, how you gave more love than you received, hoping love would finally stay. But my child, I was guarding your anointing. There were people who loved the version of you that was easy to control. There were environments that would have dimmed your light slowly, quietly, without you even noticing. There were relationships that would have drained your spiritual strength until you forgot who I created you to be. So I allowed rejection to happen like a spiritual alarm system, not to humiliate you, not to break your heart, but to save your destiny. You cried thinking you were abandoned, but I was standing between you and spiritual danger you could not see. You thought you were being pushed away, but I was pulling you closer to your true assignment. You are not meant to belong everywhere. Chosen ones are never comfortable in environments that are not aligned with their calling. Because your purpose carries authority, and authority attracts resistance, jealousy, and spiritual opposition. That rejection you felt was actually evidence that something inside you was too powerful to be contained in small spaces. You were not rejected because you were weak. You were rejected because you were carrying something bigger than their world could understand. There will come a time when you will thank me for every closed door. You will understand why certain friendships disappeared, why certain opportunities vanished suddenly, why certain loves could not survive the weight of your destiny. I was protecting the future version of you that is stronger, wiser, and spiritually sharper than the version that was rejected. Do not carry bitterness in your heart. Carry wisdom instead. Because what I am building in your life cannot be destroyed by human rejection. You are not unwanted. You are divinely protected. And the same God who allowed rejection to protect your purpose is the God who is now preparing acceptance that will honor your destiny. Expand this Christian motivational point into an emotional, powerful speech section spoken as if God is talking to a chosen one. Point no 3. Use dramatic tone, spiritual depth, encouragement after struggle, and destiny themes. Add emotional storytelling style, but no Bible verses needed. Length 500 words. Listen to me very carefully, my chosen one, because what you are feeling right now is not random. You have been sensing the pressure, the heaviness in your thoughts, the sudden fear that tries to whisper, what if you fail now? The moments where everything feels louder, the doubts, the memories, the spiritual resistance you cannot explain. I need you to hear me clearly. Spiritual warfare increases when you are close to your divine breakthrough. You are not going crazy. You are not being punished. You are not being abandoned in the middle of your journey. You are being watched in the spirit realm because something powerful is about to be released through your life. Do you remember how the battles suddenly intensified? How problems seemed to multiply just when you thought things were finally getting better. How anxiety tried to sit inside your mind even when nothing physically was wrong. That is because your breakthrough is not just financial, it is not just emotional, it is spiritual authority. And when a chosen one is about to step into purpose, the resistance becomes louder because darkness knows it is losing access to your life. I watched you when you were exhausted but still praying. I saw you when you were fighting battles you could not even describe to people around you. You smiled in public while carrying spiritual pressure in private. You are stronger than you think. The enemy does not fight people who have no destiny. He does not waste energy attacking lives that have no spiritual significance. But you carry something that threatens the plans of spiritual darkness. That is why distractions increased. That is why confusion tried to enter your decisions. That is why old fears tried to resurrect themselves in your mind. Because you are not just surviving life. You are walking toward a moment where your testimony will become evidence of my power working through you. Do not be afraid of the pressure. Pressure is what happens right before transformation. Seeds must feel pressure from the soil before they become trees. Butterflies must struggle inside the cocoon before their wings gain strength. I did not design your destiny to be easy. I designed it to be undeniable. Very soon, you will notice something shift. The spiritual noise around your life will begin to quiet. The problems that felt permanent will begin to lose their power. Doors will open that you did not even pray for directly, because I heard the prayers you could not put into words. Stand firm in this season. Do not panic when the battle intensifies. It is not a sign of defeat. It is a sign that you are too close to your breakthrough to be ignored. I am not just protecting you. I am preparing to reveal you. And when I reveal you, the same battles that once tried to destroy you will become evidence that you were always chosen for this moment. Listen to me, my chosen one, because I know how quiet your life has felt lately. I know the nights when you sat alone with your thoughts, the moments when you watched others laughing with friends, building memories, finding love, feeling surrounded, and you wondered, God, where is everyone for me? Hear me carefully. Your loneliness was not abandonment. It was not punishment. It was not because you were unworthy of love. Your loneliness was me separating you for elevation. I know separation feels painful because you were created to love deeply. You were created to care deeply. You were created to connect deeply. So when people drifted away, it felt like pieces of your heart were being removed slowly. You kept replaying conversations in your mind, wondering what you did wrong, wondering if you were too much, or maybe not enough. But I was doing something deeper than what you could see. I was teaching you how to hear my voice above human noise. Because there are levels of destiny where you cannot depend on crowds to guide you. There are assignments where I need your spirit to be sensitive to my guidance alone. Crowds can bring comfort, but destiny requires clarity. So I removed distractions disguised as companionship. I removed voices that would have confused your calling. I removed emotional dependencies that would have weakened your spiritual authority later. You felt isolated, but I was building spiritual independence inside your soul. There were seasons when you felt like you were walking through life invisible. People overlooked you. They underestimated you. They did not see the strength I was building inside your character. But I saw every quiet sacrifice you made, every time you chose integrity, when compromise would have made life easier, every time you stayed faithful to your purpose, even when nobody was cheering for you. You were never alone. I was with you in the quiet rooms of your life. When you prayed silently without knowing if anyone was listening, I was listening. When you cried without even having words, I understood every tear. Elevation often looks like loneliness first, because I must prepare your spirit for influence, responsibility, and leadership. People who are constantly surrounded by noise often lose their ability to hear destiny clearly. But I am bringing you into a season where your solitude will become your strength, where your quiet preparation will turn into public victory, where the same loneliness that once hurt you will become the birthplace of your wisdom and authority. Do not rush out of this season. Do not try to fill the empty spaces with people who are not aligned with your future. Because very soon, I will send the right connections at the right time. And when I do, you will understand that I was never late. I was simply making sure that when your destiny arrived, you were strong enough to carry it. Listen to me, my chosen one. I want you to breathe for a moment and feel these words deeply. You have survived things that were meant to silence your spirit. You have walked through seasons where life tried to convince you that you were broken beyond repair. There were moments when pain spoke louder than hope, when memories tried to pull you backward, when disappointment tried to rewrite your identity. But I am telling you something powerful right now. What I am building inside you is stronger than what life tried to destroy. You thought the battles were random, but I was building spiritual resilience inside your character. You thought the heartbreaks were failures, but I was teaching your heart how to love without losing its strength. You thought the failures were proof that you were not meant for greatness, but I was teaching you endurance, humility, and spiritual authority. I saw how life tried to shape you through pressure. People misunderstood you. Opportunities disappeared suddenly. Dreams you were holding onto seemed to collapse in your hands. And you wondered if you were cursed, if you were forgotten, if you were meant to live a smaller life than the one you dreamed about as a child. But listen to me carefully. I do not build destinies the way the world builds success. The world builds quickly and breaks easily. I build slowly, deeply, permanently. I am not just fixing what was broken in you. I am creating something stronger than what was broken. The version of you that survives this season will not be easily shaken by fear. You will not collapse under pressure the way you did before. You will not be easily manipulated by fear, rejection, or emotional chaos. Because I am replacing fragile places in your spirit with strength. I am replacing doubt with spiritual confidence. I am replacing survival mentality with destiny mentality. There will come a time when you look back at your past and realize something beautiful. You will realize that every wound was being turned into wisdom. Every tear was becoming spiritual strength. Every lonely night was building inner power you could not learn from comfort. I watched you when you were close to giving up. I watched you when you were smiling in public while carrying storms inside your heart. And I was quietly rebuilding your spirit in ways you could not see. Because I am not just helping you survive, I am making you unbreakable in the areas where life once hurt you the most. The future I am building inside you is stronger than your past, stronger than your trauma, stronger than your fears. And when I reveal what I have been building in you, people will not understand how you became so strong. But you will know. You will know that I was always working in the background of your pain, turning destruction into destiny. And very soon, you will walk into a season where what tried to destroy you will become evidence of how powerful my work inside you truly is. Listen to me, my chosen one. I want you to stop for a moment and understand what is really happening inside your mind right now. You have been fighting battles that nobody can see, not just battles in your world, but battles inside your thoughts. The late night worries, the sudden fears that appear without warning, the memories that try to replay your past mistakes like they are trying to define your future. I know how exhausting that is. And I am telling you something powerful and spiritual at the same time. The enemy attacks your mind because he cannot stop your calling. If he could destroy your destiny directly, he would. But he cannot touch the purpose I placed inside your spirit. So he tries to convince you that you are not worthy of it. He whispers lies in quiet moments. He tries to make you doubt the gifts I gave you. He tries to make you question whether you are really chosen, really loved, really destined for something greater. I have watched how your mind has been a battlefield. You want to move forward, but fear pulls you back into old memories. You want to believe in your future, but anxiety keeps showing you worst-case scenarios. You want peace, but your thoughts move faster than your heart can heal. But listen closely. Your mind is under attack because your calling is powerful. You are not fighting these battles because you are weak. You are fighting because something inside you threatens darkness. The enemy does not waste energy attacking lives that have no spiritual impact. But you carry influence you have not fully stepped into yet. You carry leadership. You carry healing. You carry light that can reach people who feel just like you once felt. That is why the attacks feel personal. That is why doubts come when you are about to make decisions that align with your destiny. That is why fear tries to show up when you are close to change. Because your future is not small. I know there were days when you felt like your mind was against you. Like you were fighting yourself instead of fighting the world. But I am restoring peace inside your thoughts. I am teaching your mind to recognize truth over fear. I am replacing anxiety with spiritual confidence. I am replacing confusion with clarity about who you are in my purpose. You will begin to notice something shifting. The thoughts that once controlled you will start losing their power. The fears that once felt overwhelming will start sounding smaller and smaller inside your spirit. Not because life becomes easier, but because you are becoming stronger. You are learning to stand in your calling, even when your mind tries to convince you to quit. You are learning that spiritual authority begins in your thoughts before it manifests in your life. Do not be afraid when the attacks come. It is evidence that something powerful is growing inside you. And very soon, You will look back and realize that every mental battle you survived was preparation for the peace and authority I am about to release into your life. Listen to me, my chosen one, because this is the message you needed to hear after every delay, every disappointment, and every moment you felt like your life was stuck in silence. Your breakthrough is already written in heaven. You are not chasing destiny blindly. You are walking toward what I have already finished, preparing for you in the spiritual realm. I know there were days when you felt like you were walking in circles. Days when progress felt slow. Days when you watched others move forward while you felt like you were standing still. You started asking questions like, God, when is it my turn? God, am I doing something wrong? But I want you to listen very closely to my voice right now. Your story was never being written in real time. Your destiny was already planned before you felt your first pain, before your first disappointment, before the first time someone made you feel small. I have already seen your victory. I have already seen the version of you that stands in purpose, walking with confidence, carrying the authority I placed inside your spirit. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not stuck in life's waiting room without purpose. You are walking through preparation stages designed to make sure that when your breakthrough arrives, you are ready to carry it without breaking under its weight. Because your breakthrough will not be small. It will not be quiet. It will not be something that can be explained by luck or coincidence. It will be something that makes people ask how you survived what you survived. How you kept faith when circumstances told you to give up. How you kept moving when your emotions wanted to stop you. I know you sometimes felt like giving up was easier. I saw those moments when you were tired of hoping, when you wanted results faster because your pain felt too heavy to carry for another season. But I was not delaying you, I was aligning you. Because I cannot release blessings into your life that would destroy you if you were not spiritually strong enough to carry them. I am not just giving you success. I am building the person who can sustain success without losing their spirit. Very soon, you will start seeing signs that your breakthrough is close. Opportunities will begin appearing at unexpected times. People will start noticing your gifts in ways they never did before. Doors that were closed for years will suddenly open without struggle. And when it happens, you will understand that you were never chasing destiny. Destiny was chasing you. Keep walking. Keep believing, even when you cannot see everything clearly. Because what I have written for you in heaven cannot be cancelled by earthly circumstances. Your breakthrough is already finished. You are simply walking into the moment where I reveal what I have been preparing for you all along. Do you feel that? That slow realization beginning to rise inside your spirit? The moment when you start to understand that nothing in your life was wasted. Not the tears you cried when you were alone. Not the nights you begged for answers and heard only silence. Not the doors that closed so loudly you thought something was wrong with you. Listen to me, my chosen one, because now I am revealing something deeper. Your pain had purpose. It was not random suffering. It was preparation wrapped inside emotional struggle. I was building something inside you that comfort could never build. Strength that would not collapse under pressure. faith that would survive uncertainty, character that would hold destiny without breaking under its weight. Do you see it now? Every time you were betrayed, I was teaching you wisdom. Every time you were rejected, I was strengthening your spiritual identity so you would not depend on people to know who you are. Every time you felt invisible, I was teaching you how to move in silence while I prepared your future in secret. You thought you were falling apart, but I was assembling pieces of your destiny you could not see. There were moments when you were protected from things you begged to have. You thought I was saying no, but I was saying I not yet. You are not ready to carry that blessing safely. Because some blessings come with spiritual weight, and I needed to make you strong enough to hold what I am about to release into your life. Feel this rising inside your spirit. You are not surviving life by accident. You are being activated for destiny. The struggles that once defined your story are becoming evidence of your testimony. The wounds that once weakened you are becoming sources of spiritual authority. Something is changing now. Can you feel it? The old version of you is starting to lose power. Fear is losing its voice. Doubt is losing its grip. Because you are stepping into your prepared season. You are walking into doors that were written with your name before you were born. What tried to destroy you is about to watch you rise stronger than it ever expected. And very soon, you will realize it. Your pain was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you into someone who could carry destiny. Chosen one, stand up in your spirit right now. Breathe. Feel this truth settle deep inside your soul. You are not abandoned. You were never forgotten. Through every battle, every tear, every night you felt alone, I was right there beside you, holding the future you could not yet see. What tried to break you only made you stronger in the spirit. What tried to silence you only sharpened your destiny voice. Your story is not ending in pain, it is rising in victory. I am not finished with you. Your purpose is still alive. Your calling is still burning brighter than fear. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward with faith. The doors I have prepared for you cannot be stopped by your past. You are chosen, you are protected, and your destiny is unstoppable. Stand up now, because your victory is already written in heaven.